All right, it's time for math. We're going to continue working on multiplication, but make sure you guys keep practicing your multiplication tables at home too, okay? All right, let's get started. Repeat after me. We will be able to split numbers to multiply. Let's start by going over an example. Stacy is making 4 bracelets. Each bracelet uses 7 silver beads. How many silver beads does Stacy need? Show how to break apart one of the numbers to make the problem easier to solve. Look at how you could show your work using an array. So, first we could draw out our 7 beads for each bracelet, for 4 bracelets. Okay, in this model, it's showing us that they broke apart 4 into 2 and 2. So then they had to figure out 2 times 7, which we know is double 7. And we know that double 7 is 14. But we had to do that twice because 4 broken up in half is 2 plus 2. So we had to do it again. 2 times 7, or double 7, equals 14. So we see in our array was split in half, and it's now grouped together in 2 separate groups. So now we have 2 times 7 equals 14 for the first group, 2 times 7 equals 14 for the second group. Now we have to add those 14s together to get our total. So off to the side we see 14 plus 14 equals 28. So our solution to this example is 28 silver beads. We could have chosen to break apart our 7 into 3 and 4, or into 5 and 2. That would actually probably be easier because we know our 5s and we know our 2s, our doubles, really, really well. But for this example, specifically, they broke apart that 4, and that also made it easy because once we figured out one of the 2 times 7, then all we had to do was double that. We had to double our 14s, 14 plus 14. You're going to use what you know about multiplication that we've gone over the last few weeks and when we were in class as well. You're going to use all the tricks and tips you know about multiplication to answer these questions. You have questions 1 and 2 on this page. Okay, so it says Tucker solved 7 times 5 by breaking it apart as shown below. 7 times 3 plus 7 times what? What number belongs in the blank? So it looks like they didn't mess with the 7, so they did something to the 5. Tell me what they did to the 5. Okay. On number 2, it says Cole has 8 packs of pencils. There are 5 pencils in each pack. He wants to know how many pencils he has in all. The model below shows how he breaks apart one number of the problem. So take a look at the picture. What is the picture showing us? You're going to choose the correct letter answer below. Then you will be answering questions 3, 4, and 5 on this second page. So number 3, it says use the array below to solve 8 times 8. First, draw circles to break the array into 2 groups, just like we saw in our example from today's lesson. Then you can fill in the blanks to show how you broke the numbers apart. So it says 8 times 8 equals 8 times what plus 8 times what. All right, and then number 4, it says, is each expression equivalent or equal to the product of 6 and 9? So we're trying to find something that equals what 6 times 9 would be on each A, B, C, D, E, and A, B, C, D, and E, you will choose yes or no if it is equal to what the answer or product is to 6 times 9. So first, you might want to figure out what that is. 6 times 9. Number 5. There are 9 rows in Mrs. Mitchell's flower garden. Each row has 9 flowers planted in it. How many flowers are planted in the garden? Show how to break apart the numbers to find the answer. So you guys can use the space on your paper to draw a picture, draw an array, draw the flowers out, however you want to do it in order to solve this problem. Then you need to tell me what the answer is. So on your paper, I want you to copy down this sentence. There are, and then put a blank, and then flowers in the garden. We will be able to split numbers to multiply. Alrighty, my cuties, now it's time to head on over to Google Classroom where you will find our math assignment for today, May 18th. Under the math section, you guys will answer those 5 questions on your piece of paper at home. Questions 1 and 2 are on that first page in your Google Classroom, and then questions 3, 4, and 5 will be on that second page, okay? There will be 2 tabs that you have to open in order to see the questions, and then, yeah, you just have to answer them on your paper. And once you have answered those on your paper, you click the submit button on Google Classroom, and then I'd like you to spend 10 or 15 minutes on Prodigy. You can always do more if you'd like to, but that is the least amount of time I'd like you to spend on there, okay? Once you're done with Prodigy for the day and doing your Google Classroom lesson, I'd like you to come back here because we have our last 2 chapters of our book to read. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later.